Mhm.
Go ahead.
Awesome. Aloha, everyone. Welcome to our call today. This is something we've never done before, and I'm very, very grateful for this opportunity to be with you all. I know you could be doing anything on a Sunday, and you chose to be here with us today, which is I just want you to know I value your time and energy and focus, and it's lovely to be sharing this with you. I want to introduce my friend and dear sister, Sarah Rhinelander. She'll be facilitating the call today and answering every and all question you may have about Purium from the business and product side if you have questions. She is a 3-star crown with the company and a mamapreneur extraordinaire. She has 3 children and her lovely husband, Diego. They are such dear people of my life. I actually performed their wedding back in the day when they got married on Kauai on a beach. So she and I have this beautiful, lovely connection as friends. And I've been watching her grow and shine with this opportunity, both from a health standpoint as well as just financially. She's one of the top earners in the company now, and she's created such a beautiful community of people who are really kind of on the same vibe we are too. Consciousness, committed to personal freedom, whatever that means for you. And I can't think of anyone better to have her facilitate any of you guys to know if this is the right step for you to take with the company and joining us on this amazing mission to really get more green, clean food in our bodies and the bodies of the people that we know and care for, as well as thrive financially. So thank you, Sarah, for being here with us.
Oh, thank you so much, Debbie and Brian. Thank you so much for inviting me here. And I really want to just, again, reiterate what Debbie said and appreciate all of you for really taking the time on a Sunday morning to get more information, to drop in and to really feel, not just to hear and to understand, but actually to feel on a deeper level who we are and what we're doing, why we're doing it, and how we're doing it. And then, of course, to see how you can merge into what we're doing here and fit yourself into what we have going on. So again, Debbie and Brian, thank you so much for having me. It's just such a joy and a pleasure to be here. And I'm going to start out with just a little bit of background. So we have some terminology here with Purium that we're moving through waves of growth. And we happen to be at the very beginning of a new wave of growth that just got started actually just a few days ago. So I'm going to set you up with a little bit of background information on what these waves have been and where this next wave is going to take us. So Purium is, it's a very, very unique company in the network marketing frame. This is actually, so typically most network marketing companies start with some people who have an idea that they want to create a company and find a product that they can market with a compensation plan. Now, Purium is the complete opposite reverse of this paradigm, in that this company began about 25 years ago in the early 90s, and it was started by two people, Dave Sandoval and Amy Venner. And it was really started as a mission-based company. So what that means is that Dave Sandoval, throughout his life, he had a number of different experiences that really showed him that his mission, that his reason for being here in this time was to do 2 things. Number 1, to support people to make better choices with their nutrition, to increase their health in their own bodies and to increase their vibrancy, and to prevent food-related illnesses, which is most of what we're seeing people suffering from. And the other side of his mission was to, in doing so, to support people to make better choices with their money and stop supporting conventional and GMO agriculture that has been destroying the health of our people and also the health of the planet to varying degrees. But really to create a pathway for people to get easy, accessible, powerfully healing nutrition, and to to make an impact on the future of the trajectory that we're on in terms of the health of personal and planetary wellness. So this is the kind of background. So rolling back 25 years in the past, Dave and Amy created this company. They had a 1,200 square foot warehouse. They lived in the warehouse. They created their first product, which was a Kamut blend, a green juice, very, very green juice. And they started to manufacture this product. And in order to support financially this product that they were creating, they also began to white label, meaning they started to produce and manufacture green products and other, a whole range of nutritional products for over 300 companies over the past 25 years. So they have extensive connections. They have very, very deep-rooted connections with farmers, with nutraceutical products, with all kinds of little tricks of the trade and all things. So they're very, very deeply connected into this world. And in fact, many of the products that are even on the health food store shelves now have been formulated or have had other products formulated by Purium and by another branch of this company. So over those, and also something to know, again, like with this mission-based company, this kind of there's this sort of radical undertone that we have here a little bit. And part of that in the early 90s prompted Dave and Amy to actually they were on the forefront of even creating organic certification. So they saw during that time, there was the word organic was being thrown around, but there was actually nothing substantiating those claims. And so they brought into the public, they kind of created this whole fight to bring certification requirements into the organic realm. So basically, what we have is again, a very, very deeply rooted mission-based company that has a huge reason for being here and is way more interested and focused on creating an impact on the future of this world and in all of our lives and health and our communities. So that was the majority of the history of this company, was that creating products. And what they found was that so many times Dave would formulate something, he would create this amazing product. The company that he was creating it for would say, "This is amazing, we love this, everyone loves it, loves it, loves it. And now I want you to make it for me for $2 less a pound, or $10 less a pound, or $2 less an ounce, or whatever." And he would say, "Well, I can't do it. I won't be able to make any money if that happens." And they'd say, "Well, I don't really care." And so they were constantly forced to reduce the quality of what they were creating for price pressures of companies outside of themselves. And that was what set them up really in 2013. A number of things prompted them to move into wave one. So wave zero is kind of like the pre-network marketing phase. It was this whole mission-based company. It was them creating all these products and realizing that although they were creating these things, it wasn't making as much of an impact as they were desiring, as they were wanting to vision and see. And so that was when in 2013, they partnered with a few different people, and they created this really unique and amazing system that's based on gift card marketing. And they actually did create a compensation plan, and they moved into the network marketing model in 2013. And the gift card system is still happening today, and it is, again, a very, very unique system, which is based on giving people a $50 gift card to use when they purchase, and then whoever shares that gift card with them then receives a commission from that. So it's kind of similar to like Uber or Airbnb. It's very, very normalized now with the social sharing economy that we have, where it's like, I give you my Airbnb code and you get $15 off, and then Airbnb gives me a kickback, right? So this is what happened in 2013. And when the gift card marketing system was introduced with the compensation plan, and we really kind of stepped into that realm of more of the network marketing model, there was a massive, crazy, huge explosion of growth. In fact, the company grew 30 times in 30 months. So they went from being a few $100,000 a month to over like around $4 million a month in just over 2 years. So that is, there's a whole lot of incredible success stories that come along with that. There are so many hundreds of thousands of lives that have been changed by that. And I got started with the company actually at the very, very end of 2014. And during my time, I have seen just like sort of mind-blowing experiences. I've witnessed things that I never would have expected to have witnessed through such a simple system of being able to support people to get deeply nourished. And the philosophy behind the product line is that if we can support people to get all the nourishment that they need, to get really, really high quality nourishment into their cells, and we can support them to remove the toxicity from their body, then healing will naturally occur. So this is not like a doctor, this is not a medical program, doesn't treat symptoms. It simply puts our bodies into that space of homeostasis where we are receiving what we need and we're not adding in all the stuff that we're actually removing the things that are harming us, and we're giving ourselves enough of what we do need that we literally can transform the way that our body responds to stress, how we're feeling on a daily basis, what we're being drawn to, the choices that we're making around food. And there's just this incredible transformation that happened. And so that's why it's called the 10-day transformation, as one of the main flagship experiences or product lines that we have is really transforming people's lives from the inside out. So wave one is basically just came to a close just a few days ago, maybe a week or two ago, is when we actually officially launched into wave two. And so the question, can be asked, like, well, if wave one was so successful, what's going on with wave two? Like, why are we having this whole new resurgence, this new, fresh, all these shifts, right? So the company, just to give you guys an idea, over the past couple months, we've moved into a brand new facility, upgraded into a huge new facility. We have rebranded everything. We have redone our website, which is now on Shopify, which is a very, very easy platform to use, and it's very universal, and it's the largest shopping platform on the internet. And most importantly, we have revamped and restructured a lot of our compensation plan. So why did we do all this stuff? Well, part of the reason is because the world is changing. And this idea of the social sharing economy, which I kind of brought up earlier, the social sharing economy it's a whole new way of doing business. And you guys, I'm sure, have noticed that Whole Foods just got bought by Amazon. There's retail is crumbling. A lot of these different systems that have been traditionally used over the years are starting to break down, and there's a resurgence. There's an upswelling of internet-based, social-based economic activity that's happening, and a lot of these disruptor companies that are coming in and literally changing the face of the way that people are doing business. So what does that look like? Well, more and more and more, the majority of people now are connected to each other electronically through social media. And more companies are witnessing and recognizing that rather than investing hundreds of millions of dollars into paid advertising on television and in print, right, that more and more effectively we can share things person to person, word of mouth. And rather than rewarding an advertising company that has nothing to do with whatever it is that we're doing besides just being hired, more and more companies are actually choosing to reward clients and consumers for sharing exactly what they're doing. And that not only is it less expensive, but it's much more effective. And so Purium is very, very much on the forefront of this social sharing economy, especially when it comes to network marketing. The Wave 2 philosophy, or the idea behind what we're doing now, is that we are taking away all of these loopholes and all of these like barriers to entry that most network marketing companies have, which is that in order to get the best price, you have to have a long conversation about becoming a member or a distributor, right? That there's like, okay, like join my company, right? And instead, we're making it so easy. We've actually created a completely separate, customer-facing, customer-driven pathway. Meaning that now, with the gift card, you can send somebody to ishopperium.com and give them your gift card code, and they can go to that website. They can choose whatever they want. They can add your gift card code, which you will actually create and decide for yourself. So most people use their name. You don't have to have your ID number. You don't have to go and do all this stuff. They can just simply go to a Shopify website, pick what they want, put in your gift code, and you will get 20% of everything that they purchase. Not just the first time that they purchase, but every time they purchase into the future. So this is, I'm seeing Nina smiling. Yeah, so this is, it seems really simple. It seems kind of like, well, yeah, but it's so unique in this business model. There's nobody else is doing this. We've taken away all of those like backup orders and auto ships and memberships and all that stuff. And we're just allowing people to do what they're already used to doing and what they already like to do and what they're already trained to do, which is just go online and buy some stuff in a really easy way that their friend recommended to them. So this is a brand new piece and element of Wave 2, is that we've separated out the membership. We've eliminated the membership piece, and we've separated out customers from brand partners completely. So it's really easy to shop, and it really feels fun, and it's just normal, and it's just like Amazon, and people can still get like a smart order if they want, which is really just like subscribe and save with Amazon. But even if they don't have that, if they order monthly, they're still going to get the same exact discount, whether they have that auto ship, like that thing put on there or not. So it's just it's very modernized. It's very brought up to speed with the way that things are happening already in the marketplace. And coupled with the incredible results that people are getting and have been getting for 25 years using these products, right? It is an absolutely magnetic experience. So most people, when they're walking around with their green drink, or they're using the products and they're starting to radiate and glow and shift and change how they're feeling in their body and how they're interacting with their world, most people just naturally are getting approached by their communities. And so if those people don't have gift cards, if they're a customer, they, and they start to have these experiences, then if they want to, they can go ahead and get, they can at any point in time become a brand partner and just get their own gift cards and start to share if they want to. But there's absolutely no pressure. There's no like feeling. It's just, it seems like a totally retail experience, customer facing. It's very forward driven, and it's just really friendly. It's extremely friendly. Like Dave is just like, I just want people to get the products in their body so that we can help them. And I don't want anybody to ever feel like they're not going to purchase what we have that can help them because they're weirded out about that thing and they don't want to go there, right? So for anybody who just wants to be a customer now, it's just like, great, purchase some stuff, help yourself. I have a superfood superstore. Here's a $50 gift card that you can use, and you can just go ahead and go to town, buy whatever you want, right? So this is part of the evolution of Wave 2. We've created all these new investments, we've upgraded in all these different ways, and we've created this cutting edge customer pathway. So the other side And all of you guys are here because you are interested in taking it further than being a customer, right? That you're actually looking at the opportunity that is underlying what we've got, right? Because as we all know, yes, organic, non-GMO, green superfoods, organic lifestyle, healthy living, people recognizing the challenges and the difficulties with traditional modern medicine, people looking for a way to transform their health without going to the doctor, people who are looking to prevent disease, people who are aging and want to have a vibrant, radiant end to their life rather than being in a nursing home, right? People who are really choosing to, that this is the climate that we're in. This movement is growing day by day. It's growing exponentially. More and more people are literally searching for exactly what we have here with Purium. And so we've got this beautiful customer pathway to help them. And then for anyone who's interested in creating a second stream of income or creating a primary source of income or making a bigger impact in their professional practice by being able to support people to be nourished and support that healing from the ground up, right? There's so many different, moms who want to stay home with their children, artists, activists, all kinds of people, because the truth is that most people now in our culture are having to work more and more and more in order to afford less and less and less. That actually this generation, the millennial generation, is the first generation in history that is making less money than our parents. So there's this whole shift economically in what's happening. And what I've experienced personally throughout this time with Purium is that with all the, I listen to people all day. It's beautiful. I just get to meet amazing people and listen to them and drop in with them. And what I've noticed is that most people are having even more of a physical challenge based on the stress that they're under, which most of it is stemming and to some degree financially, than even the food that they're eating or not eating. And so we have this other beautiful stream, which is supporting people to make an impact, make a difference, do something really beautiful and healing and holistically powerful for their community and the planet, while at the same time creating a residual income stream in their life. And if anybody is familiar with residual income, it is really, the most powerful way to be able to create wealth rather than just to make money that goes like this, right? That we're actually doing something on a deeper level to create that personal sovereignty and freedom that Debbie was talking about at the beginning. And so what does this look like? So becoming a brand partner with Purium basically means that you have chosen to get your own superfood superstore, and the access to that comes with purchasing gift cards for yourself. So it's really, really simple. If you would like to participate in the backside of this, in the support side, in the sharing side, all you need to do is purchase your own gift cards, and then you give them out to your customers. And every time you give out your gift cards, you get 20% of whatever that person purchases for the rest of their life. So how do we get the gift cards? There's what I recommend for to get started is that we have a package that gives you actually unlimited gift cards for a full year, meaning you get 100 gift cards. And when you use those up, you get 100 more. And when you use those up, you get 100 more and 100 more and 100 more. So you could share with 2,000 people $50 each, right? You could give $50 out to 2,000 people in 1 year, and it would just all be covered by the company. So it's literally an unlimited marketing budget for you for an entire year. And that package also, so this unlimited gift card package is really the one that's designed for Wave 2. We had other packages previously, but this one is the one that's designed because now it's so easy for people to just buy stuff. The cards are going a lot faster. So they created the unlimited package to really be able to keep up with that, so that you don't have to keep continuing to pay more and re-up and like buy more cards, because they do cost money if you don't, like if you have to get more. But this way you're all set for the full year. That package also gives you a really awesome app that we have. The app is it allows us to send videos and to send information. We have a lot of really great media, and you can send that right out from the app. It also gives you access to our very, very high-tech back office, like all the upgrades of the back office. And there's another thing that's unlocked with that package, which is that for the first few milestones that you achieve in this project or in this pathway, you will be able to receive up to like $700 total at the very beginning of your journey. And when you help somebody to do that same thing, then you get $700 for helping them as well. And so with the unlimited card package, those bonuses are unlocked, and you're actually, so let's say you have 10 brand partners that get started with you, and they each get to those first two milestones. Right there, that's $7,000 just from that. So there's a lot of beautiful ways that the company supports us to be able to afford to share their mission and to support our communities to heal. And it is a very, very, very generous compensation plan. Again, because it's based on, the whole foundation is creating an impact and supporting us to make a living while we're doing that. So that's a little bit of the setup here of wave 2, wave 0, wave 1, wave 2, where we've been, where we're going. And I'm going to open it up for questions here in just a minute, but I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a sense of who I am and how this has happened for me and what my story is, and then share a couple of other little stories for you guys just to illustrate what's been happening recently as this transformation has been happening within the company. So I am, as Debbie was saying, I'm a mom of 3. I live in Kauai, and before I found Purium, I was deeply involved in the healing arts as a massage therapist, as a rolfer, as a doula, as an Ayurvedic practitioner. I had devoted my life to helping people transform and heal for 15 years. And at a certain point in time, I had this wake up moment where I realized I just spend all day helping other people and I can't save money. I'm going to be one of those, like my auntie, 70 years old, carting around my massage table because I'm never going to be able to stop working. So I had this, it was like this really visceral experience of just going, oh my gosh, this is really hard. It was really, really hard for me because I have 3 children, and I was like I was like, I'm so successful. This is happening for me. We're rocking it. I got a great client base. And then all of a sudden, boom, like, just that realization, it's not that easy. And so at that point in time in my life, I really did personally start to look for a residual income stream. I was looking to create passive income in my life. And I was thinking that it was going to come in the form of creating an online coaching program and doing the funnel and doing the partners and, like doing the leads and all that stuff. And I was studying that, and I was looking into that, and I was really ready to create all that content and make that happen for myself. And right in that time frame, of course, whenever we have a really strong prayer, it becomes answered, right? And so in that time frame, I met somebody who was making about $20,000 a month with a different network marketing company. And when she shared that with me, I was pretty shocked, because my experience with network marketing was based on my mother, who, when I was a child, did that thing. And I was like traumatized and totally embarrassed and kind of ashamed of her, whole experience with that, right? So I was definitely not someone who's like, I just need to find the right company and, then I'll be able to, I was like, I was in a whole different space with it. And so meeting this woman and the way that she shared with me, it really opened something up in my mind and in my heart of saying, I knew that I wasn't interested in her product line, but I had been hearing about Purium from some people who I really respected. And that was what circled me back around to find out more and to say, well, if she can create that kind of income with that company, I bet I can do that with Purium. I should go check that out. And so that began my whole kind of deep dive into researching the products and meeting the owners and really going deep. And, you know, I knew that I wasn't going to be able to, with my own value system, with my own depth of knowledge and experience and my commitment and passion to helping like real healing happen, that I wasn't going to be able to promote this or to affiliate myself with this unless it really stacked up, unless it really, really was in alignment with my deeper goals and values. And so I did the research. I got a whole big bunch of check marks next to everything. And on December 21st, the winter solstice of 2014, I did go ahead and get the package that had the, you know, all the everything. And I went ahead and got started. And 6 months after that, I was able to actually completely retire from bodywork. I was a little bit surprised almost at like how things unfolded and how quickly things happened. And you know, it was really beautiful. It was it was this whole experience of like, oh my gosh, like, you know, the transformational experience sometimes comes with like, as your business explodes, your life starts to explode in different ways, you know, like, so I had a lot of experiences during that time of beautiful breaking down and building up in different ways. And so there I was, I sold my massage table and and I committed myself to this full time. And so one of the huge things that shifted for me over the last 2.5 years, well, one of the reasons that I wanted to get started with this is because my husband is from South America. He lives in his family is in Uruguay. And with 3 children, it became very, very impossible for us to travel there and stop working and be able to have that location freedom, because we couldn't stop working here long enough to go down there and do anything and have to pay, you know, all the money for the tickets and everything on top of that. So we weren't in that position. And that was one of my big whys was creating an income stream that I would be able to use to tap into from anywhere on the planet. And so this past spring in February, that why was fulfilled. And we actually did all go down to South America, to Uruguay for 2 months. And I had my phone with me, but I didn't actually have phone reception, so I couldn't use it, even though I had it. And I got a limited amount of internet when I was down there, so I could use WhatsApp a little bit, you know, but it was very, very limited. And while I was down there, I actually my business was so structured in such a way that it continued to grow, to the point where while I was down there, I actually got a $7,000 a month pay increase. And at this point, it's continued to grow. And now currently I'm making more monthly with Purium than I ever was able to make annually as a body worker and a mom. I mean, I wasn't like working, you know, like I was never working like 60 hours a week doing massage, but, you know, I'm not working 60 hours a week doing Purium either. And so it's been a complete transformation for myself and my family. And, you know, it's been beautiful. And it really, for me, and you guys are probably going to learn more about my background. There's some different videos that I go deeper into my own story. But like I was saying, I feel like my life has always been here, that I've always been here to be in service. And I've done multiple different things over the years, like worked in juvenile prisons and teaching kids to read and like doing anti-war rallies and, you know, like all kinds of activities, you know, teaching kids how to garden, grow vegetables in the projects in New York City, like really wanting to see things change, like really wanting to create a huge impact. And I always had the feeling that putting myself in that direction was going to basically, like, I wouldn't be able to live long enough to make an impact. Like that the amount of energy that I had personally in relationship to all the things that needed to shift was like, it was like just minuscule, like a drip drop. And so this is literally the first time in my life that I've found something that I feel like is a vehicle to actually create massive change, large scale change. And in addition to that we can actually get paid what we are worth and what we deserve as we're promoting and creating that change. And that's a first for me. I've never seen anything. I've never personally experienced or felt anything that I was like, oh yeah, I can have it all, right? It was always like, okay, I'm going to work for like $13 an hour, but I really care about what I'm doing. So, so this is, it's really been an extremely powerful experience. We have a very vibrant community filled with health practitioners, filled with visionaries, filled with people who are here to support change in their own lives and in the greater, in service to the greater good. And so yeah, it's just, it's a really unique and powerful place to be right now. And with this, like, the swell of this second wave of growth, there is literally infinite possibility here. Literally, like, almost nobody knows about Purium. Everything is brand new. And the momentum, the magnetism is already happening. Actually, Debbie was, she ordered Purium products, over a year ago, maybe even close to, she was one of the first people that I shared with. It's like, Debbie, girl, we got to do this together. And she just reached out to me a couple weeks ago and said, I've been seeing all these emails about all this new stuff. I want to get started with this. Like, I'm ready to take this seriously. And so it's just been beautiful to see how with that decision, she's now, just magnetized all of you guys, and there's just so many things on the horizon, and Brian's really excited, and there's a deeper energetic that's happening within the entire collective here right now that's pulling a lot of energy in. So it's a beautiful time. And so in terms of, okay, let me just make sure I'm going over everything here. There was actually one other really quick story that I wanted to tell you guys, which is, it's the first wave 2 story of this friend of mine who just got started last month. And he, in 1 month, because of the ease of the way that everything is opened up, he in 1 month was able to make over $6,000 of just by sharing and kind of like maxing out the comp plan and hitting the first level of leadership. And so that's kind of the climate that's happening right now, that a lot of influencers, a lot of people who do have big reaches are being drawn in and are connecting in with what we have and getting started, and that there's this speed at which things are happening that is new, that is very fresh and very new. So that's really exciting. And I know that, so I'm going to give you guys just a little bit of a breakdown, because we do have this incredible product line. And I know that all you guys are going to want to get started with that as well. I'm just going to give you a little bit of a breakdown of what that looks like. So we have typically a couple times a month, or usually once a month, sometimes twice a month, we do a group transformation experience. And what that looks like is we come together with brand new people and people who've been around for a while, and we do an actual guided transformation, a 10-day transformation that's embedded within a 30-day daily program. And this is what Brian and Debbie they just finished their 10-day, and they're going into, they're continuing forward with the products. And so we are having one that's going to be started on October 26th. And so all of you who would like to participate in that, along with getting your unlimited package of gift cards, I recommend that you guys go ahead and choose one core 3, which is your daily superfoods. It's your daily rhythmic dose of getting all that nutrition in every day. And then one 10-day transformation. And that's going to set you up with a 40-day healing experience. And it's going to allow you to participate in the group transformation that we're hosting coming up soon. And then I also recommend that you add in one of our actually what our newest product is called Biomedic. And this is a product that it's been created basically in response to what's happening with GMO agriculture. So this is a product that supports your body to remove all the toxicity from the herbicides that you're exposed to, whether you're eating full organic or anything, where we all have this toxic residue that's coming into our systems. And then it helps us to rebuild our gut microbiome. And the gut is actually more connected to our emotions and our thoughts even than our brain. So it's called the second brain, and this is a beautiful way to support rebuilding that and growing that and health in that area, which touches the health in every area of our life. So that's my recommendation in terms of products. If any of you guys are athletes, or if you have any specific health experiences that are happening, you can definitely reach out to one of us and we can support you to kind of customize those things. But definitely, getting started with 5 to 10 days of the core 3, the daily protocol, and then getting started with your 10 days, a few days in, and then on the other side, continuing forward with that daily regimen is what I've seen to be the most successful for people to get really to that next place, to that place of being up-leveled in your life in every way. So that's my recommendation in terms of that. And the way that you guys are going to actually go ahead and do that is you're going to go to this website, isharepurium.com. And if you want to start getting started on that right now, you totally can. So isharepurium.com. Then you're going to scroll down to the bottom and it's going to say enroll and a big green button. Click on that and then it's going to show you that unlimited package. And that one is definitely the one that you guys are going to want to get. That's the one that's designed for Wave 2 sharing. And then once you click on that, then you can go ahead and add products to it. And Deb, if you want to just write so for those of you, whoever invited you to this is going to give you their gift card code. And I think most of you were invited by Debbie, so she's going to type her code into the comments here. But if you're watching the replay or you're watching the recording and you were invited by somebody else, then go ahead and just ask them for their code. And when you type that in, that's going to connect you with them electronically. So when you, okay, there's the gift code. So you're going to go ahead, go to that website, click on that package, and then you're going to add in the search bar on the top, you can type in core 3 or just core. I think it's core 3 without a space. But it'll come up if you type in core, and then the 10-day transformation. You can add those things in, and the biomedic and all that good stuff. And of course, like I said, if you have other things that you're wanting to shift, or if you've got questions about the products, we can absolutely support you to get deeper answers on that level as well. So yeah, I'm just really excited to, again, to be able to share with you guys. Thank you so much for taking all this time. I'm going to open it up for questions in a minute. But I wanted to thank you, Debbie and Brian, for hosting me. And I'm just really excited for the future. And I look forward to welcoming you guys into our community. And I'm going to go ahead and